Hey everybody, welcome to YogaSane. I'm Krista, and today we are focusing on the hips, opening them up. We're going to be doing runner's lunges, pyramids, child's pose, and so much more. So let's start in mountain pose, which is basically standing tall and balanced. You can stand on your mat or on the carpet. Standing in mountain pose, feet under your hips or closer if it feels okay. Elongate the neck, relax the neck, and try to gaze up to the sky as you lift your ribs to open the chest. You can squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit, and then inhale the arms up above, gazing to the sky. Lift the chest high. Relax the eyebrows and the jaw. Tuck the tailbone under, bring the belly button in. And then exhale the hands right back down to mountain pose. Inhale up, gazing to the sky, open the chest, and then exhale as we swan dive into a forward fold. Relax the neck, placing your hands on the mat or your shins or your thighs. Inhale to a flat back, nice and strong, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the neck and the shoulders, let everything go. Inhale, flat back, nice and strong. Exhale, flow into a forward fold. Inhale, flow, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step the feet about mat width apart. Place your hands under the shoulders and push the tailbone back, bending the knees slightly. This is a really good hamstring stretch. Come back into that forward fold, straightening the legs. And then exhale, bending at the knees and lowering the tailbone even more. Keep the weight balanced in the feet. And if you can, come all the way into that full squat. I like to rock from side to side. And then bring the hands to heart center, using the elbows to help open up the knees a little bit more. Make sure the toes are pointing in the same direction as your knee. Keep the chest open. Place the hands back onto the mat, come back into that forward fold. Heel toe the feet back together, hip width apart. Inhale, reverse swan dive to extended mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. Clasp the hands behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest. Bring your chin to your chest and rock the head gently from side to side. Lower the hands down the back and release. Let's step our right foot back and our left foot forward. So both feet are flat on the mat and both legs are straight for pyramid. And then we're going to hinge from the hips so that our chest is parallel to the mat. Hands to heart center. Push the tailbone back. Elongate the spine. Make sure you're pressing evenly with both feet. And then let's step that right foot back further, bending that left knee to a 90-degree angle for runner's lunge. Always make sure the left knee is over the left ankle in this position. Relax the hips. And if it feels okay, if you want to try it out, bring your hands to heart center, rising on up, and then you can always inhale the arms up above the head, maybe even gazing to the sky. You can squeeze the shoulder blades together, maybe even clasp the hands behind the back and open the chest even more. It might feel good to hinge from the hips a little bit, elongating the spine even more and releasing the neck down. Placing your hands back on the mat under the shoulders, Step that right foot in just a little bit. Turn the toes out to about a 45-degree angle. Place your left hand on your left shin and your right hand on your right hip. Tuck the tailbone under and then bring the right shoulder blade down the back. If it feels okay, try to gaze up to the sky. And if that's okay, lift that right arm up to the sky to stack the shoulders. Release the jaw and the eyebrows. Let's come back up to a warrior two. Reaching your hands in opposite directions, gazing over that forward arm. Turn that front palm over and then lift it up to the sky, bringing the right arm behind the back. This is called opening the warrior. Come back into that warrior two. Straighten the forward leg, lean forward. Stay here for just a moment. And then cartwheel the arms down to that runner's lunge under the shoulders. Push the hips down, open the chest. Turn the back toes out to about a 45-90-degree angle. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. And then twist as you lift that right arm up to the sky, dropping that right shoulder blade down the back. Lower that right arm down to the mat. Hands under the shoulders, runner's lunge. Step back, downward dog. You can move in your downward dog, make it your own. Come up on the toes, push the heels back down. And then let's flow into a plank pose, dropping to the knees and the backs of the feet. Lower the arms down to a 90-degree angle, and then inhale the chest up to upward facing dog. Press your hands firmly into the mat to lift the chest as high as it can go for a lower back bend. Squeeze the glutes if you want a deeper bend. Relax the jaw and the eyebrows. Curl the toes under, lift the tailbone up high, nice and slow, downward dog. Step the right foot forward, runner's lunge. Step the left foot forward just a little bit for pyramid. Both feet flat, both legs straight. Hands to heart center, push the tailbone out, elongate the spine. The more comfortable you get here, maybe you can hinge forward a little bit more. And then let's step that left foot all the way back for a runner's lunge. Breathe into the stretch. Turn the back foot to a 45-degree angle. Cartwheel the arms up. Warrior two. Make sure you're pressing evenly with the feet into the mat. Gazing over that forward arm. Lifting the top of the head to the sky. Turn the front palm over and open it up to the sky to open your warrior. Lift the ribs up high. Nice soft neck, soft eyebrows. Warrior two. Straighten that forward leg, lean forward, hinging from the hips. Enjoy this for a minute. And then drop that right hand down to the shin. Left hand, left hip, tuck the tailbone under. Drop the left shoulder down the back to open the chest. Gaze to the sky. And if that feels okay, lift that left arm up to the sky to stack the shoulders. get some movement in here if it feels good. Maybe open up the chest a little bit or make some wrist circles. Let's go ahead and cartwheel the hands down to runner's lunge under the shoulders. And then we're going to place our right hand on the inside of the right foot. Left hand, left hip. Gaze up to the sky. And if that feels okay, lift that left arm up to the sky. Find where you are today and stay there. Focus on that. And you're going to find that you can evolve much quicker if you don't push yourself past your current level. Let's go ahead and come back into that runner's lunge. Push the hips down, get some micro movements in. And then let's step back for that downward dog, tailbone high, move how it feels good to you. Remember to spread the fingers wide and press the palms, the knuckles, and the fingers into the mat. Create space around the neck, come up on the toes, push the heels back down. Maybe you can walk the dog, taking your time, bending each knee one at a time. Let's come down to our knees for tabletop. Nice straight back, hands under the shoulders, and then let's lift that back up for cat pose, chin to chest. And then we're going to go into cow as we open the chest forward, tipping the tailbone out and arching the back down. Now bring the knees together and the feet together. And then push your hands into the mat to push the tailbone up and out behind you, almost kind of like a little cat. And you're really going to feel this in the front hip flexors. Push the hands into the mat, elongate the spine, push the tailbone back. Make sure the elbows are into the shoulders and the hands are shoulder width apart. Slow the breath down. And let's slowly come back up for tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And let's lift that right leg up behind us, trying to stack the right hip on top of the left hip. And this should feel really good as we're counteracting that hip stretch that we just did. If you want, you can place your right hand on the right hip, pressing that left hand into the mat with a micro bend in the left elbow, and maybe even gazing up to the sky or lifting that right arm up to the sky. You can flex the right foot and push the right heel away from you to elongate that leg. Keep the jaw soft. Drop that right foot now onto the mat and reach that right arm up and out to stretch the right side body. Let's come back into tabletop. And then we're going to switch sides. Lift that left hip up on top of the right hip. You can come up on the left fingertips if you'd like. Or maybe even place the left hand on the left hip. elongating that left leg, right hand pushing firmly into the mat. Maybe gaze up to the sky or lift that left arm up as well. Breathe. And then drop that left foot down onto the mat behind the right, and then reach that left arm up and over by the ear to stretch the left side body. Maybe open the chest if that feels good. And then come into tabletop. Open the knees, sit on the heels. This time we're going to bring our elbows into our chest as we come into a little modified child's pose. Rest on the left side of the face and gently push your arms into the mat to lift the tailbone up and out a little bit to deepen the stretch. Take some long, slow breaths. Go ahead and rest on the right side of your face now. Continue breathing. Continue pushing the arms down into the mat, just gently. Slowly come back up for tabletop. Inhale up for cat. Chin in, tailbone in, and then down for cow. Tailbone up, chest up, press the hands into the mat. Lift the chin slightly. Now we're going to stretch the right glutes a little bit. So just push the right hip over to the right. Push the hands into the mat to really push it out there and stretch that whole right glute. And then we're going to switch sides, pushing the left glute out to the left. Coming back to center, curl the toes under, come into a downward dog. Move around to make the dog your own. Lift the tailbone high, and then step the right foot forward, followed by the left for a forward fold. Release the neck. Maybe you can grab onto the legs and hug yourself in a little bit. Let's reverse swan dive as we inhale to extended mountain. Tuck the tailbone under, belly button in, lift the ribs up and open the chest to the sky. Gaze up. Maybe getting a little bit of a back bend if that feels good. Breathe in, and then let's exhale the hands down to heart center. Take some deep breaths here. Continue to stand tall. Tuck the tailbone under. Namaste.